just waiting for somebody to say something crazy in the court, dude.
No, I ain't. I pray they don't. I don't want to hurt nobody. One thing that I can express that I can't express with words is like the moment. You know, like with words is, you know, a lot of times they ask people like, how did it feel when you did this or when you did that? And a lot of people will say it, and I also said like, I can't even put it into words. You know, like you can't really express those true emotions. When you hit a game winner, it's just different. It's like something coming down on you, you know what I mean? So I would say, you know, that was like a perfect moment or a great moment when you hear it. So like against the Rockets and against OKC, it was like, I had hit other big shots and I did other stuff, but that was like the perfect, you know what I mean, moment. It felt like the crowd was on top of us. Like it felt like that, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like everybody's in their seat type of feeling. It felt like everybody was all in one space. That's what it seemed like, because everybody's standing up and you can feel it. And you can't replicate something like that unless it happens again. You know what I'm saying, Mayor?
That has to be the cover
We got a cover
shot.
shot.
What?
We got a cover shot.
That's hard.
We got
what you
a cover
talking
shot.
about, Mayor? Really? Show that sex appeal a little bit.
I don't think it's a whole lot you can say with sneakers that you couldn't say with words. I think it's just whatever, for me, it would be like whatever colors or whatever things that I think of being able to express that through a shoe, than speaking it. All my shoes, like I've liked all of them, but then I have my favorites, you know, just some based off of how they look and then others based on performance. Like for example, the Dame 5 and the Dame 6. The Dame 5 didn't look as good as the Dame 6 to me, but it performed just as good to me. Like I loved how it performed on the court. And the 8 is the shoe that I feel like I can wear it straight out the box. You had your first shoe and it's like, I'm excited to have it. And then when you get to the next shoe, you realize the flaws or some stuff that you would change. And as you just go from shoe to shoe to shoe, you just learn what you like. I mean, I always tell people, like when it comes to move insoles, it's like, it's important that there's two options as well. Like the Game Day Pro, this one is a little more rigid, a little more stiff. Probably not gonna be as comfortable for you if you're not used to it. And then you got just the Game Day that's perfect for me. I wore it in the Olympics. I've been wearing it in my shoes while I've been training because it's a little softer. Everything is different now. Like, you know, kids having trainers at a younger age, so they on the court a lot more. They working out constantly. The game is much harder on their feet than it was on ours, and we needed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta do that same thing, but I gotta get those shoes in there.
that's a real snap right there. I can turn that one over.
When I'm in a workout or in a game, that's when I'm like laser in. Like it's intentional. It's like detailed. Or like when I'm in the studio, I'm like, the beat is looping and it's just playing over and over and over and I'm like focused on it. Sometimes I'm writing and I'm like, when the line comes to me, like that adds up with everything else and it's like the perfect punchline to fit into it, it's like, that's a bar.
I can hit that machine right there.
And the other things feel the same, because it's not a bar, but it's like, boom, that'll hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like when I throw a left hook, I'm always like, I down somebody with that. So that's like the thing that I would say. Or, you know, when I'm hitting shots or I hit a big shot or whatever, I'm like, that's the one that's gonna get me rolling. So sometimes I make a shot and then I make another one. And then like the next make that goes in is like, that's the one that's gonna send me nuclear. And I'm like, I'm about to go crazy now. It's just like, you know, when it's that one.
When they see that, they're gonna be like, that's a real punch. Move in, so a wristband on their ass. Yeah, shit. Yeah. Gotta protect that chin.
So when I'm actually working on it is intentional and it's focused and detailed, but like, there should never be fear. Why would you be scared? What they gonna do? You know, it was always that type of mentality. I got full control of myself mentally, like regardless of what the environment is or if it's going good or it's going bad. And I also know that a lot of people don't have that, so that makes it more lethal to me. It's like I can see that it's not there, you know? I've had my card pulled enough times and been in enough situations where I either had to like just figure it out or I could tuck my tail, you know what I'm saying, and just be scared.
I could fail 3 times or 4 times and I'm just gonna keep walking towards it. I've made my mind up that I'm willing to deal with whatever the outcome is and whatever comes with it, good or bad. Through all of those things, I will want people to know who I truly am, you know, not just a rapper that's just saying random stuff. I'm telling my real story and my real thoughts and feelings. As an athlete, I'm really doing what I love. I'm not trying to be another player. I'm not trying to, you know, join any other team. I'm just being me. So everything that I'm doing, I'm just trying to get people to see the different layers of me, but not a different me. You know, just the same person, like all around.
Back up, man. Y'all good. I appreciate it. I do the G thing.